Mountains are well known for their abundance of resources. Vast forests stretch from peak to peak, the earth rich in various mineral deposits. Despite the inevitable exploitation of these resources, the air of the mountains themselves are often the cleanest quality one can experience. The Ecliptic Express was a vein which was etched into the landscape that transported the lifeblood of the Umbrella Corporation to and from their different facilities hidden deep within the Arklay Mountains, just outside of Raccoon City. But on one fateful night in 1998, this flow would come to an end. Instead of lumber or minerals, a different type of resource would soon flow, one more befitting of an artery. The luxury train itself can be reduced to a simple concept: a mansion on rails. Every surface glitters with an artificial charm. Wooden panels, patterned carpet, ornate chandeliers which remain faintly glowing in the darkness. It is luxury made for motion. When Rebecca Chambers first enters the train, it is immediately clear that this opulence has become corrupted. The seats are stained, the passengers are turned, and what remains has been twisted into something grotesque. The beauty of the train turns to discomfort. Every detail that once spoke of wealth now preaches danger. In this sense, it seems that the train itself functions as a microcosm of Umbrella's world, a perfect surface concealing a deep sickness. While the Ecliptic Express may have seemed like quite a safe place when compared to the facilities which are run by Umbrella, its closed system design inherently means that if something were to go wrong, it would be next to impossible to escape. The structure of the train is a marvel of compact design. There are only a handful of cars, each serving a distinct role, blending the mechanics with the ornate atmosphere. The narrow aisles compress every encounter. And the engine hums like a mechanical heart.
Let's go!
Yeah.
Despite its relatively diminutive size, the train carries an immense amount of details. The walls are adorned with different kinds of paintings and art. The rooms are filled with the goods of passengers. It feels believable, lived in, and that believability makes the corruption more unsettling. The wallpaper is torn, the carpets are ruined, and the said passengers' goods are strewn out all over the rooms. Each car and room tells a different story. The bedroom suite, mournful. The hallways, dangerous. The cargo hold, lonely. The train is clearly inspired by other luxury trains of the time, blending functionality with grandeur. Polished wood, brass fittings, upholstery, and private compartments are all reminiscent of the elegance of both mid-20th century European and Japanese express trains. It carries a distinctly Gothic sensibility. The chandeliers, the heavy shadows and narrow corridors, and the sense of vertical and horizontal layers create a space that feels ornate and oppressive all at once. The design marries real-world craftsmanship with the Gothic tradition of beauty tinged with decay. A combination that makes the train feel timeless, isolated, and haunted. In the context of Resident Evil, this elegance becomes sinister, a luxury consumed from within by the infection. It is an environment that feels real, even as it decays before your own eyes. That sense of contrast, of something beautiful collapsing in real time, gives the Ecliptic Express its power. There is nowhere to retreat to, no grand hall or hidden passage, just a narrow line stretching forward through the dark. Containment is often a core theme of most Resident Evil stories. The virus, the experiments, the facilities built to keep those secrets hidden. On the Ecliptic Express, that theme becomes absolute. The infection spreads through a closed system. There are no exits, no safe zones, only a death march from one car to the next. Each door feels like a seal breaking, revealing another pocket of the train exposed to the corruption. It mirrors the way Umbrella's world always unravels. Every controlled environment eventually collapses, and every secret leaks into the open. The train embodies this cycle. What once carried Umbrella's elite now carries their failures, a rolling monument to everything which they tried to contain.
We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely.
The difference between the Ecliptic Express and the Spencer Mansion defines Resident Evil Zero's distinctive tone. The mansion is sprawling and patient. Its horror is baked into the very maze-like foundation. In the mansion, there are many rooms to explore, and many secrets to uncover. The danger is brooding, and it lay in wait. The train functions differently from the mansion in its presentation of fear. The fear is immediate and more visceral. You are trapped with the infection, unable to easily break away from it. Oftentimes, the layout leads to danger coming from both ends of a hall. It's much less exploration-focused and is more action-oriented. The atmosphere of the Ecliptic Express is one of quiet collapse. It feels elegant, but somehow it's wrong. The constant storm beating against the windows, the way the hull seems to hum as the engine pushes forward. There is no moment of true safety, as the more time spent on the train, the more things seem to go wrong. The environment feels like a place of regret, as if it's a place haunted by the infected crew. It is certainly a regrettable place to stumble upon. The tone is both tragic and intimate, a portrait of luxury consumed by ruin.
Don't come any closer!
It is both compact and intricate, fragile and alive. Design-wise, every corridor feels deliberate, and every room full of lore and meaning. Despite being only a handful of cars long, it contains an entire story of decay. The Ecliptic Express is an interesting opening for Resident Evil. It captures everything the series does best: the tension between elegance and ruin, the instant loss of control which showcases how swiftly things can go wrong, the spread of contagion through a place that should have been safe.